So, in today's video, we're going over the 1st Battalion, 64th Armored Regiment, which is a sister unit to the 3rd Battalion, 69th Armored Regiment, part of the 1st Armored Brigade Combat Team, a part of the 3rd Infantry Division, also known as Dog-Faced Soldiers, or the Rock of the Marne. This unit's also a combat unit, so of course you'll have the tankers, you'll have the infantry, and you'll have the scouts part of them. Mostly like the infantry, ARs, they all have that, including the Cav. Unlike common misconception, this unit is not a part of the 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team. So information is sourced from actual people in the 1st Brigade Combat Team. 164 is a sister unit to 369. It is a part of the 1st Brigade Combat Team. Whatever you see on the internet is probably false. So yes, it is a part of the 1st Brigade. So some historical facts about this unit is it started out as World War II in the 758th Tank Battalion. This unit is a part of a bunch of stuff like Operation Desert Storm, Desert Shield, and the Iraq War, of course, and the Thunder Charge into Baghdad with 369. This unit's not a very, very old unit, but they weren't 164 back then. They're actually the 78th Tank Battalion, activated in January 13th, 1941 in Fort Knox, Kentucky. So their lineage dates back to there. There isn't much information where they were at, what they were doing, but extensive research shows that they were a part of World War II, and that's where the 164th officially started, in World War II. So in the Korean War, the battalion actually participated in 8 major campaigns from 1950 to 1953. One of these is, I think, Task Force Hawkins, which was to capture the Iron Triangle. The Iron Triangle was located at the North and South Korean border, which would have basically had the UN and the United States take across the North Korean border. So in the Cold War, the 164th Armored Regiment was actually part of the new Combined Arms Regimental System. It was reactivated and served over, I think, 20 years inside of Germany. So it stayed there in Germany, I think in West Germany, and of course after the German Wall broke, if they stayed there, it would have been just Germany. This was to keep the Soviets away and just overall protect Germany and keep a presence inside of Germany, which was a major importance during the Cold War to have the U.S. troops in Germany to provide a presence and to keep the communist regime away. They would soon after this take multiple actions in sooner wars such as Desert Storm and also the Iraq War, which we'll be getting into soon. So, the Gulf War has officially started, and the 1st Battalion, 64th Armored Regiment was deployed alongside the 24th ID, otherwise known as 24th Infantry Division. They were deployed to take over, of course, Kuwait and take it back from Iraqi regime. They spearheaded into Kuwait and took over 350 miles in only 4 days. Soon after this, in 2003 and so forth, they got deployed in the Iraq War, also known as Operation Iraqi Freedom. They were nicknamed the Desert Rogues in this. The battalion participated in what was called Thunder Runs with 3rd Battalion, 69th Armored Regiment, and other regiments into Baghdad. But basically this is to break the line and take over Baghdad, taking the capital, and trying to find Saddam Hussein. So now that the Iraq War and all that is finally over, we have gone to Operation Atlantic Resolve and the modern times of what the 164 is now. So in 2015 and so forth, the 164, 369, and other elements from 3ID and other divisions participate in the Operation Atlantic Resolve. This was to train European troops in fear of the Russians, which had previously taken over Crimea a year before. This included countries that were training, such as Poland mainly, Moldova. Funny story, Moldova actually flipped several Humvees working with 369, and other countries such as Latvia, Estonia, I don't think France, but a bunch of other European countries in Eastern Europe. They're now just of course, an AR working alongside 3ID in Fort Stewart, Georgia, and so on.